Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Flop House Mini. My name is Elliott Callan. I'm joined today by Dan McCoy and Stuart Wellington.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Yeah, Dan, do you want to say what's up also?
What's up?
They did it. Now, you know, all of us can say what's up. As the Undertones once sang, the summer's really here and it's time to come out, time to discover what fun is about. This episode is coming out in August of 2026, right? It's summer, guys. We're solidly in the summer. So I thought, let's talk a little bit about summer. Not Mark Summers, former host of Nickelodeon's Double Dare. That's not who I'm talking about.
Okay.
But summer, the season. First off, before we talk about movies, what are your associations, you guys, with the summer? When you think summer, what do you think? And not ancient Sumeria. Summer, the season.
I have strong associations from childhood with doing my favorite thing to do during the summer, which is to sit inside where it's air conditioned and read and watch television for hours on end.
Wow. A classic indoor kid,
Go to the, I remember going to the pool that my parents were members at.
Sure.
Going to like day camps and spending time outside. Doing sports and yard chores.
Stuart, I'm going to ask.
The yard chores are the ultimate sport,
Everybody
wins. They get a clean yard,
I'll ask in a second about your summer vacations, but my own were very Midwestern, which is why I'm curious about yours. Like, it was not, we're not going to fly anywhere fun or anything like that. We would pile in the car.
What's the nearest beet farm? Let's go there.
In my family, we would drive to the Upper Peninsula of Minnesota, where my dad liked to go to a cabin and fish on a lake. And I'm not saying I didn't enjoy being on a lake and swimming in the lake, and I didn't love being in a cabin because, again, I was an indoor kid who liked comfort, but the swimming stuff
Unlike
was
modern Dan, who's kind of a rough and tough as nails guy.
Yeah, real Bear Grylls type character,
But I really, to this day, I hate road trips because I remember being so bored in the car as a kid.
You didn't like read in the car? Did it make
I did. I did not have trouble with
motion sickness?
Motion sickness, yeah, for the most part. I read and I enjoyed that part of it, but I would still get very antsy.
Yeah, I'd like crack the spine on some like Roald Dahl book. Just,
I'm sure I tore
right through that sucker. So yeah, I mean, most of my, Daddy Wellington would, he was not very big on spending money on things.
Classic dad.
We did not have. If we like went away, it would either be to go visit family who did not live on lakes, or we would be going to like soccer tournaments.
The only lakes you had as a kid was Land O'Lakes Butter.
That's true. No, well, I had a neighbor who had a lake cottage, and sometimes I would get to go up and spend time with him at theirs. But my family did not have a tradition of going anywhere nice for ourselves because we don't deserve it. But a lot of my travel, especially as I was a young teenager, was going to soccer tournaments with a bunch of all my other soccer boys.
Yeah, and my summers were, I growing up on the East Coast, it's a very, especially Jewish, it's a very summer camp, sleepaway camp thing. We would do driving trips sometimes, but they would just shuffle us off for 4 to 8 weeks or 3 to 6 weeks of summer camp. And
wow.
And every now and then I would run away, get kicked out, the different ways of leaving early.
I've heard these tales, but that's a long time to be at a camp. Like I would go to a church camp, which was just normal camp, but sometimes there was Bible verses. And that was like 1 or 2 weeks of camp.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the first time I ever went to summer camp.
Kind of like In-N-Out Burger is like a normal burger place just with Bible verses.
Exactly. The first time I ever went to summer camp, this camp I went to, you could choose between a 4-week session or an 8-week session. So the first time I was away from home, it was for a month. And I really liked it that first year, but there were things in other years. But anyway, I ask because, again, it's the summer. But, of course, on this podcast, we don't usually talk about our summertime memories or the summertime blues, which sounds like Dan had quite a bit of when he was a kid. We talk about movies. Usually we watch a movie and then we talk about it. This time, I want to talk about summer movies. What movies are about summer and whether they reflect our summer experiences, not summer blockbusters. I feel like there's two different kinds of summer movies.
We've mined that territory.
Exactly. We've talked about the summer blockbusters, your Jawses, your Armageddons, your On Golden Ponds. Yeah, your ID4s, On Golden Pond, that the scene at the end where they realize that the pond is golden because the local sewage lines have been pouring into it.
Yeah.
It really hurts that movie in a big way. Yeah. And so I want to talk about movies about the summer. We're going to look at a few. I'm going to look at a few. By that I just mean I'm going to mention them. And I want you to tell me, have you seen this summer movie? If it represents the kinds of summers you're familiar with, and if it isn't, if you'd want your summer to go that way. Is this a fantasy of a summer you wish you could have had? And if we have time, there might be more for us to do, but let's take a look. I think I received a number of emails about how long our Gem and the Holograms episode ran, and so
and they're like, "Do more, please."
They're like, "More of that, please." So we'll see how long this one goes. And no, Dan, I actually haven't received any emails about it, so don't worry.
I've heard only positive things, probably because the only people who listen to it are weirdos like me. But.
There's a reason. Every now and then, I'm glad that our podcast is not distributed in syndication on public radio, and I think that was not one of them. I really wish more people could learn about that. Learn about Gem and the Holograms. So let's take a look. Let's talk about summer movies. And again, the questions are: have you seen this movie?
Okay.
Does it relate to your idea of summer? Would you want your summer to go that way? And the first of these movies, of course, actually, I'm going to ask you: when you think of movies about summer, what is the first movie that comes into your mind?
One Crazy Summer.
Stand By Me.
Okay, well, Stand By Me would be a good one to talk about. We're only talking about movies with summer in the title, unfortunately.
Okay.
But One Crazy Summer.
I missed that part.
Let's start with One Crazy Summer, because that's on my list. I have never seen One Crazy Summer.
Whoa.
Have you seen this movie? Is it crazy? Does it feel what's this movie about? What goes on in it?
This is it's another Savage Steve Holland movie.
It's the one of his that I haven't seen, because I've seen Better Off Dead and
Better Off Dead
and How I Got Into College. Yeah. And of course I was a big viewer of Eek the Cat when it was on TV. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that there's no there's no continuity. They're just similar styles, but they're very similar styles. Like this is, in the same vein as Better Off Dead, just like wacky stuff happening.
John Cusack.
There'll be animated stuff for no particular reason. They
That's
go to the
art, dude.
Taylor Negron shows up in it, right? I see him in the cast list. Yeah.
It's they go to the beach for the summer is essentially the plot of that movie. Along the way, he picks up a hitchhiker played by Demi Moore, and there's some romance.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he's also getting over a breakup in this picture as he was in Better Off Dead, and by him I mean
Cusack
John
really
Cusack.
had a lockdown on like lovelorn fools.
Mm-hmm. And there's there are a lot of zany subplots that string through the movie. Like there's a character who's trying to win a radio a contest, be the first caller when he hears the jingle, etc.
There's a bit with Godzilla costumes, yeah?
At one point, Bobcat Goldthwait gets stuck inside a Godzilla costume and rampages through some sandcastles.
Okay, so is this what your experience of summer was like? Getting stuck in a Godzilla costume and rampaging the sandcastles, trying to win radio contests, trying to get over lost loves with the help of Demi Moore?
Other than when I was 2, I think, and my parents went to California.
You got stuck in a Godzilla costume?
Yeah.
When he was 2 years old, he and Demi Moore had a thing.
No, when I was too young to really remember
there was that period where she was into younger guys,
My parents went to California with the family when I was too young to really remember it. There was a Disneyland trip. There was the beach. I have only the most fleeting memories of these things.
That must hurt so bad to know that you don't remember your trip to Disneyland.
It did. And I wanted to go back for years. I finally,
your parents were like, we've been
20
there.
years
We've been
ago,
there.
I went to Disneyland. But I really don't think that I went to the beach again until I was a teenager. So this was not my experience of what the summer was.
And Stuart, you already said your summers were not spent hanging out at the beach.
No, I mean this is that type of this is the type of movie. This is a movie I saw when I was younger than John Cusack's character is supposed to be in it. So it was that oh, this is what being a high school kid is going to be like. This is what being a teenager is going to be like. And of course, that's not what it was like. But for me, at least. But John Hughes movies had lied to me as well. So I was used to it.
You're used to being lied to about what it's like to be a teenager. Whereas I was mostly lied to by Saved by the Bell about what it was like to be a teenager, that you could just walk into the principal's office all the time. You didn't really have to go to class that much. Your school would only have like 6 students with names, and everybody else was just kind of NPCs wandering around and bumping into walls and things like that. Yeah. The school would be attached to a diner of some kind where you could just go whenever you wanted. Yeah.
Max, yeah.
So that's one crazy summer. So would you like your summer to be like that? Would
Hell
you like to have a crazy summer?
Yes.
Just listen to the title, One Crazy Summer. Doesn't that sound fun?
I mean, that could easily be the title of something where a madman is on the loose with a knife,
I don't know.
on the beach.
I guess so. I think that's one bloody summer. I don't
That's
know.
true. And I think also that it's limited. This is just one crazy summer. Not every summer is going to be like this. This isn't your whole existence.
The thing is, it makes it all the sweeter knowing that it's limited.
Exactly. Just like life, just like life. Well, so one crazy summer, not representative, but you would want to have that as your summer.
Yeah.
Elliot, now that I know the rules, I have an answer for your initial question.
Oh, shit.
Okay, that has to have the word summer in the title?
I know what he's going to say.
All right, what are you going to say?
I knew
Summer
exactly
school?
what he was going to say.
That was the other one I assumed you were going to say. That was the first one written on my list was summer school, because I figured that would be what. So again, summer school from 1987. Guys forced to teach summer school. Now
it is a movie that's mainly montages.
Yes, like Rocky IV. It is very montage heavy.
It is carried on a wave of just like lighthearted charm. Not a lot of incident or death, but
what they call charmin, which is the charm of Mark Harmon.
Yeah.
So guys, so you've seen Summer School, right? You've seen it
so
before.
many times.
Yeah. So is it representative of your summer? Did you ever have to go to summer school?
I never went to summer school.
I definitely had to go to summer school, but it wasn't like that.
No,
It wasn't that fun
you
and
didn't
cool.
meet Chainsaw there.
No, I didn't meet Chainsaw. I didn't meet a guy who was moonlighting as a stripper. There wasn't a narcoleptic kid.
Now is this?
There was the same kid. I'm
So
talking
this is
about
like
the same guy.
This is like a high school, right?
Yeah.
So that one of them is a stripper is weird, right?
I mean, he's got to be 18, right?
I guess, but even so, that
You
seems.
would hope.
Yeah.
I certainly hope so. I hope that the strip club that he's at is checking his ID to make sure that he's legal age to work.
Yeah, all male review.
Yeah. So I have never been to summer school. The closest that I ever was when I worked for the Board of Education for a summer, just helping around in their office. Because even when I was young, I was ready to get into the working world and become the workaholic that I am today. Is this
When I was in college, I took a May term.
I took a May term.
Now, what is a May term? Tell me what that is.
You had the option to take one extra month of school where you were focused on a particular class.
To get into the witness protection program or something?
I was like, give me more school, please. That's the nerd.
What was your which May term did you take?
It was a film class.
Oh, I did.
There weren't
I did an
normally
art
film
class
classes
May
there.
term. It was awesome.
I
It was
didn't
like a
go-
month of like getting hammered.
Yeah, let's hang out on campus longer.
No,
I
that
didn't want
sounds
to go
pretty
home.
good. Yeah, I didn't have anything like that. Instead, I merely doubled up on classes so I could get out early. And I would have taken advantage of that. And then I worked during the summer because, again, workaholic. I got to take jobs.
I think that people, I mean, like I've heard this from Audrey as well, people who go to like school in the city have such a different experience of college. Like,
Yes.
for me, I was like, this is the most fun. Like, this is the most fun thing. Like, I'm away from home. I'm, like, there's not anything interesting going on outside of campus. Like, I just want to be on campus where all my friends are, mostly unsupervised. Like,
I mean, going
having
to a
parties
traditional
and hanging out.
liberal arts college is probably the best training for living in a sort of George Romero Living Dead dystopia,
Sure.
where you're just in kind of like a walled compound that you don't leave, and you're just
Yeah.
hanging out there doing all your stuff. Because going to school in the city, certainly at NYU, there was no campus really at the time, and the student center had been torn down when I was a freshman and would not be
By
finished being
Timothy
built.
Chalamet, right? He tore
Yes,
it
by
down.
Timothy. Yeah, exactly. Because they told him not to take a bath, but he filled up
Yeah.
the bathtub anyway, and the
Too
bathroom
much
just went straight
ballet
through
and
the floor.
opera happening.
Yeah.
And he said, not on my watch.
No. And so it really did feel like I live in New York and my day job is I go to college. Like it did,
Yeah.
there was not the same kind of student life. I bet if I had looked for it, I would have found it, but I didn't look for it. Instead, I
And
was
you were
enjoying the
walking
city.
around with your like little man briefcase and everything, and you're like, I'm a
Exactly, yeah.
grown up.
You don't need to belittle him like that.
No, but I mean,
No.
I feel like that's
It was
the thing.
a
like
Little Man Tate branded briefcase.
Okay, I got
Yeah.
you. It's just accurate.
Yeah,
thing is,
and I
like,
traded in for
college
one
kids
branded from
aren't
the movie Little Man. Yeah.
Yeah, college kids' brains
Little
aren't
Big
fully.
No, not
Yeah.
Little Big Man. I didn't want that big a briefcase.
Like, college kids' brains haven't fully developed. Like, you're still getting wrinkles in there, you know? You're not a real
like
real
little
adult.
big man.
Yeah.
It's so many wrinkles.
He has so many wrinkles when he's old. Yeah.
Yeah.
So summer school, is that how you would want your summer to go? You're with all these goofy characters.
They are
You're being
pretty
taught by
fun.
Mark Harmon.
Yeah, I don't like the school part of it. I do like the freedom of the summer. But these are some pretty great
It's near the beach, right?
I think so.
friends.
Yeah. And I forgot, there's a dog on the poster. I forgot. Is there a dog in the
He's
movie
got
too?
a dog.
You get
Yeah.
to hang out with Courtney Thorne-Smith.
That's true.
Sure,
And
who
Dean
wouldn't wanna do that?
Cameron.
Yeah.
Dean Cameron's pretty cool.
I'd do it for a summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Just
summer.
for one summer.
Character
Come on.
building.
Right, yeah.
Just one crazy summer school. Come on, you could do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, would you rather be in this one crazy summer or the summer school summer?
I think still one crazy summer. I think I would get too antsy in class all day.
Yeah, I think you're right.
All right. Moving on to another summer movie. This one, strangely enough, is probably of all the ones we're going to talk about today, the most representative of my summers growing up, and that is Wet Hot American Summer.
I
That's
thought it was
right.
going to be Summer Sam.
Well, stay tuned. But yeah, Wet Hot American Summer, which I'm sure you guys have both seen, probably, right?
Sure.
The original
Plenty
movie.
of times.
Yeah, plenty of times. From 2001, featuring many members of the state, but not all
Stuart's
of them.
offensive Irish character plenty of times.
Oh, Sean. I've seen that Wet Hot American Summer.
So
Many
plenty
of
of time.
these.
This is Stuart's character who's always late to everything. Oh, I could get there. I don't have to leave yet. I got plenty of time. Yeah. Plenty of time. The movie is supposed to start at 6 o'clock. I don't have to leave till 5:55.
Wow.
There's a boatload of trailers before the thing and ads for GMC trucks.
I don't need to sit through Nicole Kidman telling me about the movies one more time. I'm already going to the movies. I figure I could leave when the movie announces starting, and I'll get there right as the movie itself
man.
starts. Yeah.
We're gonna get so many angry letters.
So many angry letters
This
from the
mean depiction. Yeah,
Yeah, mean.
It reminds me of
unflattering depiction.
when I was doing the Who Was podcast, the Who Was show podcast, which was a quiz show. We were always talking about which people to do, and one of the people that we covered was Ernest Shackleton, who was Irish. And and they were like, "Well, who should we have play him?" And I was like, "I'll just do it." Oh, me boat! Oh no! Oh, me boat stuck in the ice! Oh no! And they were like, "Please don't do that ever again."
Killian Murphy will come and kill you.
He would be so mad. He's like, you know what I mean? They call me Killian. So,
Yeah.
Wet Hot American Summer. You guys have seen it.
Yeah.
This I feel like this is so clearly a bunch of people who have been to an East Coast summer camp because there's so much stuff that's specific to what it's like to go to one of those camps. Did you guys feel at all? Could you relate to it at all? Since I don't think you guys had that experience, you know.
The camps that I went to, I think it was just the one church camp, was not so oriented toward that many activities like camps I always see in movies where it's like, okay, now it's the day that we all go boating, and like now's the day that like we're playing our
Where we
baseball
make
game
bug
and-
juice or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Like
I mean, those camps, it's like multiple activities per day too.
Yeah.
Like, you are busy and you're real tired at the end of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to tucker them kids out so they don't get in trouble.
You got to Tucker and Dale versus Evil those kids. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like structured enough that what we did, but like it was structured within but within that structure was a lot of like, just do what you want, just hang out in the woods.
See, I wonder if because the East Coast camps are really based around this tradition of like kids from the cities need a place to go in the summer and experience the outdoors. So it really does feel still. It's like we got to pack in all the outdoor stuff that you would normally have in a year if you didn't live in this city into a month or something like that, or 2 months. But Stuart, what about you? You said you traveled to a lot of soccer games?
Yeah. My wife went to a East Coast Jewish summer camp, so she
being an
has
East Coast Jew like me. Yeah.
Had a very that was a very important part of her life and still informs a lot of her life to this day. But I went to soccer camp, which would be like a 2-week thing where it would be like the activities you're doing. more soccer.
Let me look at the schedule for today. Soccer.
And we would stay in
hitting a ball with your head. Oh, okay.
We'd stay in like empty summertime college dorms.
But ain't no cure for a summertime college dorm.
But when I actually saw Wet Hot American Summer, I was living in Pennsylvania, and my girlfriend at the time was working as like a camp director or assistant camp director at an East Coast camp. This one was a Quaker camp, I believe. So when I would go to visit her and I would see the camp, I was seeing the movie roughly around the same time. I was like, this all makes sense.
And so I have a question for you. The camps that you went to, Dan, did they ever have like color war? That's a huge thing in the East Coast camps when you do color war.
No.
I don't even the whole camp is split up into two sides where you're represented by a different color. And it's just for like 2 or 3 days. It's just competitive challenges between these two teams, and everyone in the camp gets really into like being on a side. It's such an easy sociological experiment
because all you have to do is
basically they're like, you're red, you're blue, and it's
Sorry,
like,
Billy,
we hate you so much now. Yeah, exactly. But they didn't have that.
Yeah. No.
Did your church
would
camp
have
like
super into it though? I bet.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You're really competitive in those kind of environments.
You would have been baying for blood. Yeah.
My main, the main appeal of camp to me was like, I don't know, maybe a girl will kiss me. Like maybe that'll happen.
Did it ever happen?
No, but I got to hang out with a lot more girls in a way where like years of lack of social capital wasn't hindering me.
Well, and also you grew up in a town with very few girls. I mean, it was known as the testosterone capital of America. And I remember you talking about how your mom had to be hidden away at times because girls were not allowed into the town after sundown. And so, yeah.
I don't even understand this bit, but
no, I don't get it either. But I was just curious about that. Anyway, so moving on to the next movie. It's interesting.
Elliott, were you super into the color war?
I think everybody would get into color war. There was something about being on a side and it was like, I have acceptance for 3 days because everyone knows I'm part of this. And especially once the camp I went to last, I could do, there was like a storytelling competition. One time, and it was like, I can do this, and I blew people away with that. Like that was the one time I was in like a camp competitive activity where I defeated, like just dominated the other side. Not
just wrestling; it was that too.
yeah. I mean, also we did a lot of like that kind of like greased up oil wrestling they do in kind of like Turkey or Greece. We would do a lot of that, and there I would just dominate also because people would look at me and they go, he's small, I can take him, but I would actually.
But you're lithe.
I'm lithe, but also I could, because I was so greased up, it was easier for me to get inside the other person's body through their mouth or their anus and just start attacking their organs on the inside, which they have no defense for. Once you're inside somebody,
it's very soft in there.
It's very soft. They have no defense, and every move you make, every breath you take, you'll be hurting them. Yeah. Like there's no again. All you have to do is flick your fingers, and you're going to hit something that hurts. So yeah. And my finishing move was always when I would cheat a little bit, and then I would bring a hand drill with me, and my finishing move would be to drill a hole through their chest and then just rip my way out.
I thought you would use like an old timey saw an Elliott shaped hole for you to step out.
I mean, if I had the time to do it, but you can only do that once before they start to realize you're going to do that trick, and then they go, hold on. As soon as you start sawing, they pull the saw out so that you can't use it anymore. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah. So anyway,
more decisive.
Good counter strategy.
Camp memories. So Stuart, it makes sense that it's helpful that you mentioned Pennsylvania because our next movie is Hotel Transylvania 3: Summer Vacation.
Oh, okay.
Now this is the movie where they're not at the hotel.
Okay. Well, movie, I think that one of them
feels like a
cruise
misnomer,
too, right? Like I haven't seen the sequel.
A cruise ship
this is the one where they take the cruise.
Hotel.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're not at the Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, okay.
So have you guys seen? Obviously, you have.
It didn't uproot from the coast like a Nagarothi Black Ark from the Worlds of Warhammer.
No, it's just a regular cruise ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
I watched the first Hotel Transylvania because
not the one we're talking about.
I believe it's a Guinea Tarkovsky movie.
It is, yes.
And you wanted to understand the setting of all the fan art you've been looking at,
enjoying in an adult way. Yeah,
yeah. Well, it's not sexy if you don't know the story behind it.
Thank you.
It's true.
Thank you, dude.
You need to know. You need to know the context.
Yeah, I mean that was.
So that's why when you flip through Playboy, you're like, but where are they from? Are they monsters?
Are they girls of the Southern Conference or not?
Do they work for Target? What's going on? Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, I saw that movie.
This was another Genndy Tartakovsky movie. I think he did the first 3 movies.
Thought that movie was fine, but it did not inspire me to seek out any of the sequels. So I have not seen this one.
I haven't seen any of them.
Haven't seen any of them. They're fine. No. They're all right. You know, they're not bad. I think you're not the target audience, Stu, as an adult without children.
Yeah.
So in this one,
or a man with a child's mind like me.
Yeah, exactly. So you haven't seen them, but you can imagine it's about monsters on a cruise ship. Does this represent your summers? I know you guys have been on cruises. I know Dan performed in a singing competition on a cruise. I've seen
Voice
the video.
Of the ocean over here, yeah.
Were there any monsters on the cruise with you? Did you feel like a monster?
I mean, I feel like you go on a cruise, you're going to meet some monsters.
Wow.
But
yeah. Like when that recent cruise ship with Patti LuPone wouldn't be allowed to dock because of it was trying to dock in Turkey, and they're like, "You can't have a gay cruise dock here." What the fuck?
That was not
I haven't
okay.
heard that story, but
well, there was the monsters were the people on the shore, not on the ship.
That's true. They weren't on the boat. Yeah,
it wasn't like the movie The Uninvited where there's a monster cat on a boat. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that thing?
I think they killed it.
Well, let's hope.
And this is not the ghost movie with Ray Milland's The Uninvited, which is a much better movie.
Or Ghost Ship, for that matter.
It's not Ghost Ship. Yep. The movie that is one really good scene.
They have one bad night of dancing on that cruise.
One really good sequence.
Similarly, the one good scene in Freddy Takes in Jason Takes I was going to say Freddy Takes Manhattan. In Jason Takes Manhattan is on a ship on the dance floor. There's that really good kill on the dance floor. But anyway.
Okay, so what's the deal with this thing? Is it just a series of monsters doing things where you're like, oh, wow, yeah, I guess the Invisible Man would be invisible in this situation?
I mean, kind of. And Dracula falls in love with the great-granddaughter of Abraham Van Helsing, his arch nemesis.
And that's the Sandman, right? Adam Sandler does the voice.
That's the Sandman. Adam Sandler is still doing the voice in this one. It's still all the same stars. Adam Sandler, Andy Samberg, Selena Gomez, Steve Buscemi, David Spade, Kevin James.
And that's much better than getting professional voice actors, right?
I mean, eventually that's what they did do. Because I think in the fourth one, I think Adam Sandler stopped voicing Dracula.
I think it is one of the times that Sandler seems engaged.
I mean, also like Sandler released comedy albums, like he's done comedy voice work, you know. But so he does voices. But so, would you guys want to be monsters on a cruise ship, or to be on a cruise ship full of monsters?
I mean, I've always wanted to be a monster. Like when I was a kid, I would read like stupid little YA books about.
I wanted to be a monster.
Ghoul fellas.
But no, like I feel like when I was a kid, if there was like, I don't know, like a little kid's book about like, oh no, you're a vampire now. I'd be like, I'm reading 100 of these.
Yeah, you want that. Yeah. Now imagining in Ghoulfellas about the guy, ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a monster, that when Joe Pesci's character goes, what am I, a scary clown to you?
Yeah.
Like the clown from It?
Like the clown from It?
Am I a Pennywise to you?
Is this like a House of 1,000 Corpses or something? You know.
Am I some sort of Terrifier?
So, Dan, would you want to be a monster on a cruise ship?
Yeah, I with Stuart, I've always
how many cruises have you ever been on a cruise, Elliott?
Yes, I've been on a couple cruises. We went on a couple cruises when I was a teenager. That might have been it. I mean, it was on one of those cruises that I bought a piece of art that still hangs in my hallway, which is a reproduction cell from one of the Hunters trilogy Chuck Jones cartoons.
Oh, it's not anthropomorphic olives playing pool.
No, it's not. No, of course, my other painting of Humphrey Bogart, James Dean, Elvis, and Marilyn Monroe all sitting around.
And Heath Ledger's the Joker.
Yeah. I told you guys, I've talked about this on the podcast before, about there was an ice cream place in Sonoma, California. I don't think it's there anymore. It was a yogurt place. Maybe it's still there. I haven't been there all the time. Where
like
they had
a Greek
those pictures
yogurt
up.
Place?
No. Like a frozen yogurt place. Yeah, we would just go in for a big cup of Greek yogurt.
It's really good for your gut biome.
A frozen yogurt place. And they had those pictures, but it was like 50s vintage style themed. And they had those paintings up. And in one of them, you could see if you looked at it closely that Humphrey Bogart was holding a newspaper with the headline about September 11th on it. And I was like, wait a minute, what's going on in this picture?
No.
Yeah.
Well, he came unstuck in time. So.
Yeah,
He did, unstuck.
That's
Yeah, I mean, he's hanging out with people.
That must have fucking flipped him out.
Yeah, he was like, oh no, it's terrible. So anyway, so we'll all be monsters on cruise ships. I've been on cruise ships. As a kid, I didn't like them. Now I think I might like them a little bit, the same way that I never wanted to go to like an all-inclusive resort.
Yeah.
But last year we went to Hawaii. We took the kids to an all-inclusive resort.
Yeah.
It was great. It was the perfect place for them.
Well, that's the thing. Like I always, I read the
supposedly fun thing. I'll never do again. David Foster Wallace.
David Foster Wallace. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, I read that essay.
David Australian for beer Wallace.
And I found it very interesting and funny, and like I always assumed that would be my attitude about being on a cruise. And I've been on 2 now, and I'm like, no, I mean, like, there's a lot about this that's tacky, and like obviously it's pitched to the widest swath of people that it can, unless it's the JoCo cruise, which is very specific, which is one of the cruises I was on. But I get why people like are snobby about this, but you also if you expect that, if you're like, yeah, I'm just going here to like not fucking think about anything.
Yeah.
There's a value to that
You're
as
on
well.
goddamn vacation. Like, come on.
Fuck you for judging.
This is just a place where you sit around and stare into space and just shovel food in your gullet. Yeah, it's called leaving the pain of life for just a little bit.
And at least the fucking scenery changes.
I mean, I guess unless you're one of those cruises where it's just the ocean for a long, long time.
Yeah, but you're not seeing that outside your fucking home window.
No, that's true. That's true. It's a different place. But it reminds me of you could say the same thing about like French fries and chicken fingers and hot dogs, where it's like, yeah, man, I know it's not like
I'm
the
not
fanciest
gonna eat it all
best
the fucking
food.
time,
I'm not going to eat
but
it constantly. Every now and then you want something like that. So take that, the late David Foster Wallace. Now, of course, he was also dealing with his own demons that I think made it harder for him to enjoy those types of pleasures.
Yeah, like demons from the Buffy TV show.
Yeah, well, he had a Nasmaranian inside of him. That was part of the problem. Yeah. So let's go we're going to go to one more movie before the break when we're just going to update you on what's going on with the Flophouse. This is a movie mentioned by Stuart earlier, Summer of Sam. Now, of course, this
is not true to your summer experience, Elliott.
I mean, the only reason it's not true to my summer experience is I was not alive in 1977.
Yeah.
So I didn't experience the New York City blackout or the murder spree of the Son of Sam. Guys, have you seen this movie?
Yes.
Okay. Does it represent the way summers were for you? Just hot in the city, murder on the loose?
Yeah, certainly
tension
not,
everywhere.
No, I did not grow up in any sort of urban environment, and there was no serial killer everyone was afraid of.
Okay.
So I would
just
say
that one serial killer that everyone was friendly with.
Yeah.
Well, we understood why he was doing it, and he kept it to the right people. So.
No,
to the right people.
No, you just got one of them
right.
Dexters. It's okay.
Yeah, I got a Dexter in town. No, I think that it would be hard to come up with a summer movie that was less like my experience.
Yeah, I mean, this didn't speak to my childhood or teenage experience, but as an adult living in New York, I've had some hot summers.
And we've experienced blackouts there, right? You guys were there for the 2004 blackout, right? Although that was a different thing.
Moved there.
I had to walk from Midtown back to Park Slope.
Oh, wow.
What a nice walk. I mean, if you want to do it. It's not.
It got pretty tiring by the end.
I just had to walk from Midtown to Upper East Side, which was great. That was a different kind of blackout. That was such a friendly blackout. Everybody kind of like got along and was comfortable with each other.
Yes.
It was very sweet.
Dan, was that but on that walk, did you keep like doing pirouettes in the street, being like, I've made it to Manhattan?
That's right. I kept throwing my hat up in the air too.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't happen in a show.
I know it's not
Manhattan.
in New York.
Yeah, that's not New York. Yeah,
I'm just
that's in where is that?
with
Minneapolis,
the vibe, man.
I think.
I think so. Yeah.
And so Summer of Sam. Let's just say, is that the way you would want your summer to go? Would you like your summer to be a Summer of Sam?
Well, I feel like there's a lot of cocaine involved.
Is that a plus or a minus?
I would say a minus at this age.
Studio 54 or Plato's Retreat or both?
I think they go to both. Yeah.
Yeah.
They try to go to Studio 54. That's right. Yeah, they try to go and they end up at Plato's Retreat. Yeah.
That stuff seems sort of interesting for some
They go to
reason.
CBGB's, but they don't like it. Yeah.
Yeah, but being constantly afraid of someone murdering you seems unpleasant.
No, I'm going to guess that the Plato's...
in a city on fire, you know?
Yeah, and the only city on fire I want is the music from Sweeney Todd. I'm guessing, Dan, I'm guessing the Plato's Retreat experience was not.
It was not pleasant for
one.
The characters in that movie. No,
or probably in real life. I'm
part
guessing
of their disillusion as a couple. I think.
Yeah. Now, and was Plato there often, or does he just stop by every now and then? The same way that because it's not like
it's Plato the guy and not the putty.
Not the putty.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I thought that's what it was.
A Play-Doh retreat is where that would be fun.
Where you
just lie down and
sculpt
great.
dicks out of Play-Doh, right?
Yeah, or just it's just molding around you while you do it. Yeah, of course. Because it's like when Grandpa Al Lewis from the Munsters had a restaurant. He would be at the restaurant and he'd interact with people. But was Plato there at Plato's retreat? Just how you doing? Hey,
was he dressed as
Alfredo.
Grandpa Al from the Munsters? Was he in the costume?
Yes, well, I mean, he wouldn't be in the costume, but he would. He was called Grandpa Al all the time. Okay. When he ran for he ran for the mayor of New York once, and the big thing was he wanted to be on the ballot as Grandpa Al Lewis, and it was a big argument about whether he could be listed as Grandpa.
Was his restaurant in New York?
It was in New York. Yes.
Okay, so it's like a Jekyll and Hyde thing where he's in costume.
I don't think he was in costume. That's what I'm saying.
But did they wear costumes at Jekyll and Hyde?
They did wear costumes at Jekyll and Hyde.
Did you guys ever go there?
I sure did.
I didn't, and I'm so upset.
You missed out.
I went. It was pretty awesome.
I went when I was probably like 15 or something with my family, and it was so much. We went to the really big one too. Like there were two of them. We went to the big one. It was so much fun. It was so cheesy. It was really fun. Mm-hmm. And then when I went to Mars 2112 later as a college student, I was like, no, I've been to Jekyll and Hyde. I've seen this done right. I've seen it done well. This is not doing it for me.
Ship's on fire, baby. I don't need this.
I've seen things you couldn't imagine. The Jekyll and Hyde floor show. Yeah.
Those words just conjure something in
now
my
those
brain
memories
I'll
they
never
just melt away like teardrops in the rain.
Yeah.
It's Dan. You would have really. I think Dan. I wonder if you went when you were young. I think you would have been like, ugh, they're not treating the monsters with enough respect. But if you went now, I think you'd really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it doesn't exist now, so you can't go now.
Maybe I can find something on YouTube. Maybe there's something about it there.
I bet you can.
I'm sure.
Now, while Dan looks up Jekyll and Hyde's restaurant, for anyone who's not familiar with this was a kind of like horror themed stunt restaurant in New York that was as if you were going to a private club where every day Dr. Jekyll performed his experiment and turned into Mr. Hyde. Yeah.
It was like a even more intense like Chuck E. Cheese or like Rainforest Cafe.
Even more intense than Chuck E. Cheese?
It was
Better believe it, dude.
It was like Chuck E. Cheese for twisted guys. Like you'd see Cormac McCarthy in a corner booth just watching the floor show.
Slamming down a Hyde burger or whatever.
You don't want the Hyde burger. Get the Jekyll burger.
Oh, no.
The Jekyll burger's the one with the one with wild sauce on it. Yeah.
The Hyde one is evil.
Let's take a brief break just to remind you, the listener, that you don't just have to listen to the Flophouse. You can also watch it in person on September 18th if you're in Louisville, Kentucky on that date, because the Flophouse will be appearing live, our first live show in months, in Louisville, Kentucky at Whirling Tiger. Go to flophousepodcast.com/events. It's Friday night, September 18th. We will be there. We're going to be talking about the movie Glitter, starring Mariah Carey, and we'll be joined by special guest Howell Dawdy. That's right, the Howell Dawdy we talk about at the end of each episode will be there with us. What is he going to do? We have to figure it out. All we know is we're going to be there, yucking it up, having fun. It's going to be great. Come see us. Go to flophousepodcast.com/events for tickets to see us live in Louisville, Kentucky. And also, if you want to see us, but you don't want to see us in person, let's just say a little birdie told me that Flop TV is coming back. Flop TV Season 4 is on its way to you. That's our 1-hour TV online internet broadcast version of the Flophouse. And what link can people go to buy tickets for that, Dan?
Well, as of this recording, it doesn't exist, but I think there's a very good chance that by the time this is going to be released, we will have set up a link, and maybe we can record a drop to insert here. theflophouse.simpletix.com. But if you didn't hear it, we didn't have that link yet.
But as with before, we will be doing, it'll be the first Saturday of each month, September through February, and we've got a really fun theme. Should we talk about the theme yet, or should we save that for next time?
No, we can, if we're teasing it, we can announce the theme, you know? Get everyone excited.
We're used to talking about the worst movies. How about the best movies? Best pictures, that is. That's right. The Flophouse is going to take on the best pictures that are maybe the worst best pictures. And we're going to do an episode for each of these. Let's not say the movies yet. Let's let people marinate on that. But you know what? We may finally have our reckoning with a certain best picture winner that I'm not sure actually exists as a real movie.
We're going to prove it.
Yeah. I think it's an elaborate psyop, and we'll find out if it's a real movie or not. So that's Flop TV Season 4 coming your way. Link insert here.
theflophouse.simpletix.com.
And go there to buy tickets. As always, you can get individual episodes or a season pass.
In 2026, our comedy podcast, Sawbones, is one of the most reputable sources for medical information. Does that make me feel great? No.
No, me neither. But I do like to think we're doing our part in making sure that we're fighting the pseudoscientific misinformation that has pervaded modern society.
Yeah, but we're doing our part over here on Sawbones every week, a marital tour of misguided medicine. It's not all serious stuff. We're still getting into all the wild, weird ways we used to try to heal people over the years, but we're also trying to keep tabs on the evolving situation.
Yeah, we can talk about drinking raw milk and eating mummies. It's Sawbones.
That's right. It's Sawbones. It's every Tuesday, and it's on MaximumFun.org or wherever you get a podcast these days.
On Judge John Hodgman, the courtroom is fake, but the disputes are real.
Brian would say, I'm the Gumby of this family. He's just not.
Claiming to be Gumby is an un-Gumby-like claim.
No, it's just Gumby and I being our authentic selves.
So what's your complaint? Too many sauces?
There are no foods on which to put the sauces.
Have we named all the sauces on the top shelf yet? Not even close. You economize when it comes to pants.
Truly, it's not about the cleanliness of the pants.
Well, why isn't it? This is what I want to know. Judge John Hodgman, Fake Court, Weird Cases, Real Justice. On MaximumFun.org, YouTube, and everywhere you get podcasts.
Now let's get back to the Flophouse Mini, unless you guys have anything personal you want to talk about.
Nope.
Like our feelings, or?
Yeah, let's talk about our feelings. That's what this podcast needs.
No, let's do it in the context of the show, like usual.
Okay. Let's talk about more summer movies. We got a few more summer movies. We're going to talk about whether you've seen them, whether they represent your summer. Would you like that to be your summer? Whether you see it and wouldn't want to be it, or whether you see it and would want to be it. This first one coming up, guys. When we talk about movies with summer in the title, I'm just going to have to say that I know what you did last summer, which is also the title of this movie. So have you guys seen I Know What You Did Last Summer? Now, for the record, I'm talking about the original and not the sequel, which has the same title. But it's not a remake, right? It's a sequel.
Well, no, I Still Know is the sequel, and then there's the
legacy sequel.
Yeah, the legacy sequel.
The legacy sequel. But I'm talking about the original 1997 I Know What You Did Last Summer, not the 2025 I Know What You Did Last Summer, which is a sequel to I Still Know What You Did.
No, you better believe
summer,
I saw I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Mm-hmm.
I was in college when it came out. Everyone was excited about Kevin Williamson because he wrote Scream.
Mm-hmm.
And made Dawson's Creek on the TV, and you're like, yeah, he's doing another horror movie.
And Scream, undeniable.
Yeah, no, Scream, still great.
Still works. Still works. There's a reason they've done 8 of them, one of which ripped me off. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, or maybe it's not 8 of them. How many have they done?
They made, what? They made 6, 7?
I don't know.
But the last 2 have been...
Hey, Stuart, stop trying to get on this young people 6-7 craze.
But the last 2, yes, have been dog shit.
So I Know What You Did last. So yes, there's a reason they made so many. That first Scream is undeniable for sure.
Yeah.
But I Know What You Did Last Summer. Did you have the same experience as with Scream? Did you laugh? Did you scream? Did you walk away saying Kevin Williamson has done it again?
Oh, did I have the same? No, I mean it's fine. It's a fine, like, silly, glossy slasher movie. It's not that good, but I like seeing some of the actors in it.
At the time of its release, I had moved on to harder, stranger things that you could find deep within the bowels of my video store.
But not the show Stranger Things, which would not exist for quite some time.
No.
I was wrong. I'm sorry. I thought I Know What You Did Last Summer was a sequel to I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. It's a sequel to I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer, which was the third movie in the series.
There was a third movie?
That was
one I have not
direct-to-video.
seen.
Oh, no, you know what? It's a direct-to-video standalone sequel.
Okay.
So it's actually, you know what? It's not part of the main Last Summer continuity. Now, does it bother you at all, Dan? I imagine this would bother you, that they keep saying Last Summer when it is, in fact, at this point, many summers ago.
People pointed out that it should have been I Know What You Did the Summer Before Last. I still know what you did the summer before last. But yeah, that first I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel is a great bad movie. Like that is a fun bad one if you're looking for a dumb thing for your Halloween night.
That title is just like perfect for scary movie-esque type bullshit jokes.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I saw I Know You Did Last Summer. I don't remember it that well, to be honest.
It's got the fisherman, right? Fisherman.
It's like Gorton's fisherman is after them with a fish hook. Yeah, exactly. Because they like hit someone with their car, right?
Yeah,
or something like that.
It's got
him.
They hit him, right?
Him, yeah. It's good,
but it's not him who's after. It's not like he's not back from the dead. It's somebody. It's what? Someone wants revenge, right?
Yeah, someone wants revenge, right? Yeah. And they got, you got your big '90s teen stars: Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Freddie Prinze Jr.,
Ryan Phillippe,
everyone with 3 words in there.
Yeah.
Johnny Galecki's in there. Yeah.
You got,
yeah.
Wow.
So you have So is that representative of your summers? Did you ever hit someone with your car and then they wanted revenge on you the next summer?
Yeah, sure. Let me tell you about it.
Oh, damn. Wait. Statute of limitations. You're okay.
We got what we need. Swarm. It was worth doing this podcast for 19 years or so to get that confession.
I never lived in a fishing village on the coast. I never hit anyone with my car. I've hit other cars with my car accidentally from time to time.
Did you ever do something during a summer that you were ashamed of and you hoped people didn't know about?
During the summer.
Yeah, but so I hit a guy with my car, haven't we all? But my experience is more like infinity pool than.
I thought yours was more of a stuck experience where he was still halfway through the windshield and you just left him in your garage.
Like, I'll bring
my
some
experience
fruit
was
snacks.
more like, should we exchange insurance? No, it doesn't look like there's really any damage. Okay, well, see ya.
And he probably forgot about it, so he didn't know what you did last summer.
Yeah.
Is this what you would want your summer to be like? That you cover up a crime and then you have to pay for it afterwards?
Yeah, when you think you've gotten away scot-free and then a murderer comes and kills all your friends and potentially you.
Certainly not the pay for it part.
Yeah.
You'd like to get away with it, is what you're saying.
I like sowing, but reaping is less fun.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, perhaps this will be more to your liking. This is a movie that's also about summer, but it's not about
Interesting.
It's not about a crime that's committed, but it is maybe about a summer where boundaries are pushed, and that's Summer Lovers from 1982, starring Peter Gallagher, Daryl Hannah, and Valerie Quinn-Essen. Have you seen this movie? Are you familiar with it?
I've not seen this.
There's no way Dan has not seen this movie.
I was shown this by our AV expert, the man behind the scenes, also a Flop TV, Matt Carmen, and
he's
and,
car,
and
he's
wife,
man, he's all Matt.
Ksenia, a whole human being in her own right, as Hodgman would say. We watched it. I gotta say, I was annoyed at this movie. This is a movie about a threesome that really like backs off on the threesome.
Well, it's about there's two Americans who are on vacation in Greece, right? And they meet a lady that they're attracted to, and they have a summer of sexual experimentation.
Yeah, I don't think they
feelings.
it never really heats up to the point that you would expect from the setup. I would say. I don't think things are consummated fully in the way one who was brought into the theater with the promise of erotic secrets.
You don't see it happen. You don't see the things that you want to have seen. So Stuart, you've never seen this movie.
No.
Dan, you've seen it. Probably seen certain parts of it more than other parts of it.
It's not really that much of a anyway.
So is this like your summer? Have you ever gone to Greece and had a summer of sexual experimentation and erotic adventurism?
Yeah, and I left learning more about myself and my body and the bodies of the people close to me.
Oh right, it's a Randall Kleiser movie from the director of Mac and Me.
Oh yeah.
Oh right. That's right. He also directed Grease. So,
oh wow,
the Blue Lagoon, Flight of the Navigator, White Fang.
Wow.
Bangers.
Bangers
wait,
all.
He did Mac and Me also?
Damn.
Wait. Didn't he? Am I thinking of someone else?
I think you may be thinking of someone else. Let's look it up.
No, I am thinking of someone else.
No, you're thinking of someone else. That's Stuart Raffel, who directed.
Oh, Raffel.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Randall Kleiser, I mean, you would probably know him best from Big Top Pee-wee.
Yeah.
You know?
I think there's a similar vibe to their name somehow, but yeah.
He directed Honey, I Shrunk the Audience.
Grandview USA.
Because he directed Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. He did a lot of stuff.
Yeah. He's working,
Anyway, but so Stuart.
So I've gone on one of these things. Dan, what about you? Was that your summer experience?
My erotic adventures did not take place in Greece. No. So it's entirely unlike anything in my life.
All right. I will also say this is not particularly relevant to my career.
Oh, okay.
My life career. Is this how you would want your summer to go, guys?
Always.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Wait, Peter Gallagher's in the mix?
Well,
hell yeah.
Yeah, Peter Gallagher's in the mix.
Yeah, he's a charming fellow. Did I tell you guys about the terrible play I saw because of Peter Gallagher?
It wasn't the revival of Guys and Dolls he was in, which was perfect.
No.
Which was a masterpiece. Yeah,
very
important piece of my theater going history.
This was the Seussical. He was in the Seussical. Yeah.
Be sure to get upset about a thing I'm not saying.
Dan, how dare you slander maybe one of the greatest musical revivals there ever was?
No, we were looking through like the discount tickets on Theater Development Fund, and Audrey's like, "Do you want to see this? Is this interesting?" And I was like, I don't want to see that thing, but what about this thing? And it was called Left on 10th, and it was written by Delia Ephron, which was part of why I was interested in it. And Peter Gallagher was one of the stars, and I'm like, how could this go wrong? And it was, they tried, and God bless him, Peter Gallagher gave whatever charm that thing had, but it was one of these things where it's just like, Delia, just because this is very dramatic. This is very dramatic. This thing that happened to you, but you've barely turned it into theater. This is you're too close to the material, and it was one of the worst things I've seen on Broadway. And I just really enjoyed. Bad to the point that I was kind of enjoying it by the end because there are these elderly women behind us who were in some sort of Broadway club. I could overhear them starting going, "It's not very good, is it?"
I mean, that hearing older Broadway theater goers talking about a play when you're not enjoying a play is one of the greatest things.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was many. I had many conversations like that with my own grandmother when we would see plays that we were not loving. But Peter Gallagher, he's fantastic. I've had some interaction with Peter Gallagher, I'll say, and wonderful. Just seems like a wonderful guy. Okay, so summer lovers, you guys are all on board for that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what if it was? What if there was a sadder version of that kind of summer?
Oh,
That's why we're talking about Summer of 42. This is from 1971. It's a coming of age film about. It's during World War II, but these are some teenagers. They're not young enough to go off to the fight, and they really want to lose their virginity. And one of them does with a woman whose husband is off at war, and she's waiting for him to come back. And it's mainly about. Have you guys? Well, you guys seen this? This is mainly about disappointing first sex experiences.
I've not seen.
I haven't seen this
all
one.
Right. Is it representative of all of your experience? Did you, when you were a teenager, did you ever have a brief
disappointing
fling with a brief disappointing fling with? I mean,
I was a teenager.
Yeah.
So
that's what happens.
Was that disappointing experience with the wife of a soldier who was off at war?
No.
Okay, thank goodness. But you did have disappointing.
Although
sexual
I like to
experiences.
think I could have brought her some comfort.
Yeah.
Sure. Is this something that you would have wanted in your summer? This kind of thing
Yeah,
that
probably.
Really,
when I was a teenager, I was an idiot.
But you grow up fast after an experience like this. Like you enter that
That's
summer
true.
teenager and you leave it an adult. Is that what you want?
It sounds kind of like it would linger with me in a sad way.
I think so. Probably.
about the space between two people, and
every now and then you look back on it with a wry smile of regret, but it made you what you are today, a big Fox News watching MAGA enthusiast old man. So
wow, that infers a lot about my future, but that's okay.
I mean, the future of you, the guy who was a teenager in 1942.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it didn't happen. We don't have to go back in time to stop it, Stuart.
I mean, to be honest, if you're a teenager in 1942, you'd be 100 years old now. So there's,
So
probably you're not
you'd
doing
be
much
waiting
of
for fucking Al Roker to show up with your fucking bouquet or whatever. Giant oversized check. What does he do?
Yeah.
A giant like Toblerone, like a
He gives you $100. Here's
Here's a $1 for every year you've been alive.
I'll take it, man.
Buy
I mean,
yourself some
don't turn
Werthers.
down $100. Yeah, he brings you $100 worth of Werthers because he knows you're going to spend it on anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, I go into the fucking Werther store and they have my number.
I got fat pigeons here ready to be plucked, boy.
I see the fucking salesman licking his lips. Licking him because he's got a fucking Werther's in his mouth.
We're meeting our sales quota today, fellas.
Hey, guys, let me show you how it's done.
Yeah, take this new flavor out for a
Hey,
spin.
Rook. Hey, Rook. Hey, Rookie, you have a seat.
I got
What's
this
the
one.
master at work?
Let me
I got 2 mortgages to pay here, kid.
Sell this hard candy to this old asshole. Come on in, fella. Come on in. Oh,
He's
I
going to
don't.
be
I
eating
don't,
the candy out of my hand.
I don't know if I should buy that much candy. I should talk to my wife first. So your wife makes the decisions. So I should be talking to her. Oh, fuck it. I'll buy this candy. See, that's how you do it, son. And he drives away in a Cadillac. Commissions, son. It's all about commissions.
Yeah.
Just imagining,
ABC always speak candy.
imagining one giant Werther's in the middle of the showroom on a pedestal.
Yeah, slowly rotating. Yeah.
There's the sales chart in the back of who's pushed the most Werthers. There's an old man walks in. They're all fighting over each other to get there first. Well, guys, we've had a lot of laughs. There's only two more summer movies to look at.
Okay.
This next one is going to be just as funny. That's right. It's Suddenly Last Summer. Have you guys seen this movie, or are you familiar with the story of Suddenly Last Summer?
I think it's on Criterion right now. I think I looked at it and was like, do I want to watch this? Maybe?
Now, this is based on the
not.
play by Tennessee Williams. Are you familiar with the story of it at all, Suddenly Last Summer?
No.
I don't think so.
And it's not like Suddenly Seymour, which is a different thing entirely.
Okay.
So suddenly, not to spoil it for you, Suddenly Last Summer is the story of a young woman dealing with the trauma of a violent murder that she saw the previous summer. But we find out that
And she still knows what they did.
She's dealing with it, and her the other members of her family, her mother, I believe it is refused it. It's this about the death of her cousin after her cousin's dissolute summer of debauchery, and her mother is trying to has institutionalized her because she refused to admit that this that what her daughter remembers actually happened. It's a harrowing tale of psychic trauma. You guys haven't seen it? Is this what your summers are like?
No.
So summer lovers, Suddenly Last Summer, both equally different than your summer experiences.
Yeah, I mean, my psychic trauma is just kind of a low-level sort of constant dissatisfaction and alienation. I don't feel like it's tied to...
It's not in any way tied to mass cannibalism or anything like that.
Right.
Wait, what? That's what that's about?
I'm not going to spoil anymore. See that movie. This is Suddenly Last Summer for some reason.
There's a part of me that wishes I had like a Cadillac of trauma,
Like a specific
crazy
thing to point to.
instead of like, oh yeah, I just have to deal with the stuff I've inherited from my parents.
I think it's very easy for people to desire something that's more distinctive than what they have, but it's probably better not to have a Cadillac with trauma. I mean,
You're probably right.
Don't go to do not go to the guy who used to sell Werthers. He now works at the Cadillac trauma delership, and he's going to get you in a Cadillac full of bad traumatic experiences. You don't want that. He's just too good a salesman, So Suddenly Last Summer, would you want this to be what happens to you? That you had a summer that was so traumatizing that you were in a mental institution now, and your mother wants to have a lobotomist cut the memories out of your brain?
Well, that part.
Yeah, I am always looking for like an easy way to to solve my problems.
Oh, they're just going to eternal sunshine me? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it sounds pretty bad.
No, that seems horrible. That might be the worst
Give it
one
a
you've
thumbs
suggested
down.
yet.
Okay,
Elliott.
that one's pretty. I think so. Worse than I Know What You Did Last Summer, where you killed someone and you're on the run from somebody else.
because like you get to be a teenage hard body.
That's true. You do get to be a teenage hard. I mean, I don't know. You necessarily become the character from I Know What You Did Last Summer. I think you're still you.
We're not morphing.
I mean, everybody's morphing these days. Everybody's morphing these days. So suddenly last summer. Let's not do that. Also, it's not what my summers were like either. I had my share of unpleasant summers, but they were not that bad. You know. Finally, there's one last movie on here. This one snuck in because it has summer in the title. That's right. It's 500 Days of Summer. It has to encompass summer in some way because it's 500 days. That's more than a year.
Yeah.
So this movie, have you guys seen 500 Days of Summer? I'm not saying the parentheses.
Yeah.
I apologize. 500 Days of Summer. Yeah.
The premise is you jump around with a bunch of different days of the relationship between what's his face?
Joseph
Gordon-Levitt and Zooey Deschanel.
Yeah. You got a looper and an adorkable in one movie. You've seen this movie. Does it represent your experience of summer?
I mean, certainly having a crush on someone adorkable, and then
you did,
and then going to a party and hoping that things might turn out a certain way, and then it not turning out well. Like those are experiences I can relate to.
Yeah. What about you, Stuart?
And the feeling of when things finally work out and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're Han Solo, like that makes sense.
Yeah. So I think, and I similarly, I feel like not necessarily a summer. No, it did have that over a summer once, where it was like you have an unrequited crush on somebody and you're hoping that it works out and it doesn't work out. Do you want this to be your summer? Do you want to experience that again?
Well, I mean, it gets to be with Zooey Deschanel for a little while.
That's
that
true.
Good.
So you're saying the dopamine highs are worth the crushing lows?
I mean, I think that's kind of ultimately the moral of the movie in a way.
Isn't that life though? Isn't that life?
You're right.
You know, the highs are worth the
No. I think it's better to
lows.
armor myself in contempt and like nothing at all.
You would prefer
Get no joy.
Have a thick layer of cynicism between you and reality, so you can never be hurt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've got either side of the spectrum.
Scab it up. Turn me into concrete, but for emotions.
Yeah, not Concrete, who has a new book out right now. There's a new Concrete comic out for the first time in years. Not Concrete.
Oh, he wrote something new?
Yeah, Concrete, the fictional character, now has a new book out. Yeah, but you want emotional Concrete as opposed to Concrete, the character, who has his body is made of concrete, but he actually is very vulnerable emotionally.
Yeah, he's very vulnerable,
Yeah, I could totally see him in a 500 Days of Summer type scenario.
Easily.
Yeah, very much so. And it's hard for him to fall in love because his body's made of concrete. He would crush a human being if he tried to hug him, even.
Would provide challenges.
And when he meets a woman made out of concrete, they're just not his type.
Yeah, that's the worst part. Yeah.
People assume just because they keep trying to push them together.
Oh, you keep trying to match us up because we're both concretes.
Yeah,
but,
doesn't work.
You think I listen to music concrete all the time. Well, I don't. Well, guys, so if I can sum up what we've learned about summer is you would like your summer to be crazy.
Sexy, cool.
You would not like to have any sort of murder involved. You don't want a serial killer running around. You don't want to hit someone with their car and have revenge. You don't want to be eaten alive. You don't want any of those things to happen.
Wait, that happens?
You would not mind being around monsters on a cruise. And you want to have sex.
They're relaxed.
But you want to have sex with someone that you're not going to regret it with later because it leaves an emotional, aftertaste that's
usually
bitter.
One of the top ways to do
it. Yeah.
So I think, you know what? I think we can make that happen. You guys,
wow.
I think I can't provide it for you, but I think if you work hard enough.
I thought we were talking to the salesman again. He can put us in this.
Yeah, I'll put you in a
this summer is here today.
What does it take to get you to drive away in a crazy, sexy summer? What's it going to take?
No. Now that we know, now that we've examined what we want out of summer, we can go out and get it.
You can go out. Exactly. Because the first step of getting what you want is knowing what you want. Listeners, I know what you want. What you want is to tell other people about the Flophouse podcast. Why not leave us a review on the podcast app of your choice? Make it a 5-star review. Why not? Be generous. Come on. You only live
let's get
once.
crazy with it.
Come on. It's the summer. Let's get crazy and sexy. It's the summer. Yeah, come on.
And I took some well-deserved heat on the Discord for recommending the Discord without telling people how they could go to the Discord. I'm like, I forget. It's lastnamewithheld.com is the easy link to get to the Flophouse.
The Flophouse Discord is a real nice place for conversation. The people there are real friendly. Tell them Dan sent you. Now that you know what the URL is to get to it.
When he actually sends you, yeah.
This show, who has provided us with this, with all the summer help, all the summer schooling and summer jobs for this one? Why? It's Alex Smith. You may know him better as Howell Doughty. He's going to be with us in Louisville, Kentucky on Friday, September 18th. I hope you can join us there. This podcast, we thank him for making this rambling nonsense sound like an actual show that you listen to.
Yeah.
We are a member of the Max Fun Podcast Network. Please go and try out other Max Fun shows. They've got a lot of great ones. If you like them enough, or even if you don't like them, go to MaximumFun.com/join and become a member. Why not? Because the show only exists because of the support of our listeners and Maximum Fun members. Thank you so much for being members. We appreciate it. Thanks for keeping the lights on and the air conditioning on as well, because this summer has been hot. We'll be back with you next week with another full-length episode of The Flophouse where we will watch a bad movie and then talk about it. Until then, I hope you've been having a great summer. I've been Elliott Kalin, and I've been joined by
Dan McCoy
and summertime Stuart Wellington.
Stay cool. See you next year at school.
Bye,
and
dudes.
Also next week.
Oh, and next week, yeah.
Maximum Fun,
A worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows.
Supported
directly
by you.